This was the day that Republicans were waiting for, the day they could grill the Secretary of Health and Human Services about the disastrous rollout of the health insurance website. Kathleen Sebelius was surrounded by photographers as she appeared before the House Energy and Commerce Committee. She acknowledged that the website has been, quote, a debacle, that 2 weeks of pre-launch testing was not enough, and that she is responsible. But she said the problems will be fixed by the end of next month. Nancy Cordes is on Capitol Hill.
Under oath, Secretary Sebelius said the buck stops with her.
So let me say directly to these Americans, you deserve better. I apologize. I'm accountable to you for fixing these problems.
That mea culpa didn't satisfy Republicans, who questioned why no one at HHS or the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid has been fired. Tennessee's Marsha Blackburn.
Who was in charge as it was being built?
Was in charge up till...
At that team, who is the individual?
Michelle Snyder is the...
Michelle Snyder is the one responsible for this debacle.
Well, excuse me, Congresswoman, Michelle Snyder is not responsible for the debacle. Hold me accountable for the debacle.
Okay.
I'm responsible.
Sebelius did point the finger outside government, blaming a contractor, CGI, for the site's flaws and a Verizon subsidiary for recent outages, including today's.
It's been down the whole time you've been testifying.
A newly released internal memo shows that just days before the website's October 1st launch, administration officials knew it might lack adequate safeguards for personal information. From a security perspective, a Medicare official wrote, the aspects of the system that were not tested due to the ongoing development exposed a level of uncertainty that can be deemed as a high risk. Michigan's Mike Rogers.
Because you did not even have the most basic end-to-end test on security of this system. Amazon would never do this. Pro Flowers would never do this. Kayak would never do this. This is completely an unacceptable level of security.
Sebelius also faced bruising questions about Americans losing insurance plans that don't comply with the new Obamacare standards. Colorado's Corey Gardner.
The White House website says, if you like your health plan you have, you can keep it. Did I hear it wrong?
She argued the 5% of Americans whose individual plans could get canceled will have the chance to buy better coverage.
Insurance companies cancel individual policies year in and year out. They are one-year contract with individuals. Okay. They are not lifetime plans. They are not an employer plan.
Let me move on. It's what they wanted, and I will remind you, some people like to drive a Ford, not a Ferrari, and some people like to drink out of a red Solo cup, not a crystal stem. You're taking away their choice.
Democrats accuse their GOP colleagues of, quote, hyperventilating, arguing that the problems at the website are unfortunate but fixable. And Secretary Sebelius said those fixes, Scott, are being made on a daily basis, including security fixes. And she said she knows of no security breaches that have happened at the site.
Nancy Cordes on Capitol Hill for us this evening. Thank you, Nancy.